Hello and welcome, my Aquarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my group reading for the full cold moon for my Aquarius friends. The moon closest to winter solstice in December is called the cold moon, or it can be called the long night's moon. This is the night that the full moon is in the sky the longest. Winter solstice is the longest night of the year, so this moon that's surrounding the winter solstice gives us the greatest opportunity to really embrace the energies that the moon provides us. It also helps us connect into that healing, nurturing energy of the goddess, as the moon is a symbol of the goddess. So the cold moon, or the full cold moon, is really a fantastic opportunity for us to start doing some healing and working on ourselves. So what we're going to do in this reading is we're going to look at what energies the moon is going to offer my Aquarius friends, and also what healing we can access during the full moon. For this reading, I'm going to be using the Tarot de la Nuit, and I'm also going to be using the Healing with the Angels Oracle. Like always, there's links below to both these fantastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aquarius friends, let's see what the cards have to say for you today. What card symbolizes the full cold moon for my Aquarius friends and all, good jumper, that it's going to offer them? Okay, got a couple jumpers. Give it a little bit more of a zhuzh. Knew there was another one in there. There we go. Feels better now. Alright, the first jumper, the Knight of Swords. What a fantastic card. Knights are that adolescent, no fear, courageous and determined energy. Swords are about truth and knowledge. When you're looking at the Knight of Swords, you're looking at that energy to take on that next challenge with the knowledge on how to go forward. With it came the Six of Cups. Sixes are about balance and harmony. And that balance is going to be important as we go through and really engage in the energies that the moon is offering us. What's more is the Six of Cups is known as the reminiscing card. Going back into our childhood, into our youth, and really looking at those skills and abilities, all those positive pieces. And we want to focus in on the positive, not the negative, not those harder times, those positive, fun, playful aspects, so that we're focusing in on those high vibrations, because they're going to give you skills and abilities. They're going to remind you of what it is that you used and how you got over some of the challenges. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Sevens are a challenging card, however, they're usually victorious. The Seven of Pentacles is a hard-working card. The original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew, she had a man holding on to some sort of gardening tool, and he's leaning on it, and you can see this amazing bush of pentacles. And when you look in the background, it's very barren and bleak. He's worked hard for what he has, and we really need to focus in and harness that energy. That hard work and knowledge with the no fear is going to help us really reflect in and start to heal and nurture ourselves. Let's look at the challenge. What challenge does the full moon, I've got a jumper there, have in store for my Aquarius friends? I love it when they hit the floor. Okay, so the first card, the Nine of Swords. Nines are about all that's achieved, all that you've achieved and everything that's happened in your life. Swords are about truth and knowledge. Now, past events have happened, as they do, and some have that high positive vibration, and we're able to really process through them and enjoy them. Those harder ones that are low vibration, that are full of sorrow and sadness, we can't process, our body holds on to. Those swords stay stuck in the ground and really kind of pen us in. We feel stuck. The Nine of Swords is known as the depression and anxiety card. As we are looking at that reminiscing piece, and I said it was important to stay in the positive because that lower vibrational energy is going to hold us back. We're not going to be able to truly embrace those positive aspects because we're going to be swirling in those lower vibrational aspects, those events and situations that occurred that caused trauma in our life. Like I said, we can't process the energy that the situation is bringing us, those low vibrational energies. Situations and events themselves are emotionless. We've attached the emotion as emotional beings, and rightfully so. We need to attach that emotion. However, when we can't release that negative energy, it just sits there with us. And that's what's happened. We really have built up this kind of gooky film because that negative energy holds on, and it holds on like glue. It's quite gross, and it feels really funky. The Five of Pentacles jumped out shortly after, one of the ones that hit the floor. The fives are always about conflict. They're harder to deal with because it is about that struggle piece. The Pentacles are about growth and abundance. The Five of Pentacles talks about that isolation and disconnect that we have. Not only the isolation and disconnect from the physical realm, but that more importantly, that spiritual self and our inner self, our true self. When you feel disconnected emotionally and spiritually, that's when physically we do start to see ourselves isolating ourselves physically so that people are not coming near us. Or we radiate that sad, low energy, that low vibrational energy, and we push people away. And final jumper, the Five of Swords. Again, we've got that conflictual energy. Swords are about that truth and knowledge. It's about wanting to get that last word in, always needing and having to be right. All of these things are impacting our ability to not only deal and embrace the full moon's energy, but to truly be able to move forward and to feel well. Right now, we're not feeling so hot, right? Because all this kind of sad, lower vibrational energy is being held on our back. We feel disconnected and isolated, and we have a lot of confrontation in our world right now. All of that is really impacting our ability to not only enjoy and embrace our full moon energy, but to really enjoy and embrace all aspects of our lives. Let's look at how we can support and really engage in the full moon's energy. What can my Aquarius friends do to engage in this energy? The King of Wands. Kings are that fully developed personality. They have the most control and the most power. Wands about intuition and emotion. What's going to be really critical is tapping into that intuition, seeking support from above. When we're looking at that disconnect from source or the universe really impacts our ability to connect in with ourselves and others. So when we start to seek out and strengthen the relationship with source, we start to engage and reconnect ourselves on a lot of different levels. The King is really supporting us in working on that connection piece. The full moon is helping us work on that connection piece. The goddess energy is helping heal us from some of this piece so that we are able to strengthen that relationship. And I did forget to mention we do have double fives. So in angel messages, when you're looking at that double five, the angels are telling you that a positive change is coming and that we need to connect into our higher consciousness so that we are able to continue on this positive change. Let's look at the outcome. Okay, I'm already got jumpers. What outcome, possible outcome, do my Aquarius friends have should they engage and embrace the full moon's energy? Got another jumper. I love it when they hit the floor and go under the table. That's always fun. The cards have much to say for you, my Aquarius friends. The first one, the Magician. The first card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about those skills, abilities, and gifts we have. Using them with those everyday aspects of ourselves so that we are able to create magic. And what's more, the Magician taps into the universal energy, draws it down, and makes things even more magical. And that's the energy that we're looking at. When we start to really connect in with who we truly are, we start to tap into those hidden gifts and talents, and we're able to nurture and work with them. And that's what the Magician's asking us to do. Oh, fantastic. The Sun. It's the 19th card in the Major Arcana, and it speaks about that happy, love, and joy energy. I know the last couple readings have been pretty hard on you, my Aquarius friends. There's light at the end of that tunnel. When we really start to connect in, we're going to see that light, that love. And when you connect that in with the Magician, you're really starting to see some positive transformation for yourself. The last jumper, the Hermit. The Hermit's the 9th card in the Major Arcana, and it talks about that inner journey. It's kind of like a domino effect. When we start to connect in and you really start to live your authentic self and you start to heal yourself, you start to dive in deeper. And that's what the Hermit's going to be helping us with. Helping us really get to the root of some of these disconnect and low vibrational energies so we are able to transmute them and, well, degunk ourselves so that we're not so stuck, that we don't feel so isolated and so sad. All right, let's look at guidance. What guidance can we offer our Aquarius friends in connecting in with the full moon's energy? Got a couple more jumpers. The first one, the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that playful, childlike, innocent energy. That inquisitive, excited, exuberant energy. And we kind of need that to tap in with the cousin so that we can really have some fun with this. This isn't something we should be scared of or dread and not want to do. This should be something playful, fun, and exciting for us because we are looking at self-discovery and self-love. This is all about you, your relationship with you, and that relationship is one of the most important relationships we have or can have. The next card that jumped out, Temperance. It's the 14th card in the Major Arcana, and it speaks about that flow, that energy flow and balance, in which we had the 6 of Cups there, and I said balance is going to be key. The Temperance card really talks about that balance, and not only having the balance between our spiritual and physical world, but balancing our entire life out. That male and female energy, having our energies flow through our chakras really well, so we are able to really go in deep and make some changes and really check out and find out who we are. Well, we have double 14s. Kings are the 14th card in the Minor Arcana, and like I said before, Temperance is the 14th card in the Major Arcana. When we're looking at angel messages and we're looking at the double 14s, what we're looking at is a time that symbolizes love and spiritual growth. And the energies that we put out is exactly what we're going to get back in. So if we're really focusing in on that positive, loving aspect, rather than those lower vibrational energies, we're going to get that high vibration back, which is going to help us heal even further and grow even more. Let's look at supports. What supports will help my Aquarius friends connect in to the full moon's energy? We have a jumper. The Ten of Pentacles. Tens are about ending and beginning. The Ten of Pentacles is a family card. It's hard to see in that card. The original card drawn by Pamela Coleman Smith has a family in the market. And it's just not the mom and dad and child, it's a generational piece. The grandfather or an elderly figure is sitting in the foreground with his dogs. That generational support. And when we're looking at the support, we're not just looking at the family and friends you have in the physical plane. We're looking at passed on loved ones. We're looking at your guides, your guardians, those high vibrational beings. Family, or quote unquote family, is a lot more than just your brother, your sister, your dad, your uncles, your mom. It's a lot bigger than that. We have an astral family that is also there for us. And they are all supporting and rooting us on. All right, let's look at the healing now. What healing? Surprisingly, we have jumpers. Does the full moon offer my Aquarius more jumpers? My Aquarius friends. All right, let's start this off. We've got even more jumpers. Okay. Here we go. The first one that hit the table. Retreat. That importance of really taking that time and being very intentional about this. That retreating so that you have that space and energy to focus in on you rather than all the other pieces that are going on. This is the holiday season and we know there is a lot going on. Giving yourself that specific and intentional time and energy to focus in on you and work on your healing. And music. Music is amazing when you look at healing because sound vibrations really impact us. When you're looking at connecting in with the universe, you're going to find that a lot of times it's through melodies and harmonies that you get back. It's not usually clear words, especially in the beginning. It's about that vibration rather than words. English is a rudimentary language and that's what our ears are tuned to. So as we start to heal and work on ourselves, we start to really turn up that pitch so we are hearing on different vibrational levels. And that vibrational level does come through like music. And sometimes when we listen to different pieces of music, we really connects in with us on different levels. And connecting in with that rejuvenating, loving music will help you with that healing process. Romance. When you have a positive, loving relationship in your life, it makes a difference. Part of this card talks about that strength in having a partner, but it also talks about that partnership within ourselves. Really connecting in and having that intimate relationship with ourselves, our higher selves, truly knowing who we are. Because when we don't have someone in our lives, it can be a little bit more of a challenge. However, when we don't know who we are, it's even harder to find that individual because we're sending off that chaotic, low vibrational energy. Manifestation. As we heal and as we raise our vibration, we're going to be able to manifest those pieces and things that we really want in our lives. And that's kind of what we strive for, because as we evolve, we start to manifest things and then we start to raise our vibration even higher, and then we can manifest even more. The universe doesn't want us to go without or struggle. The universe wants us to succeed and raise our vibration. And that's what we really need to be focusing in on. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain insight into what the full moon is offering you. This is a choice. We have free will. We can ignore this whole information and keep going, or we can embrace parts of it or all of it so that we can start to work on that transformation and raise our vibration. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. If you've seen my past videos, you know I'm a very creative tarot reader, and I like to change things up, switch things out, and I also like to create spreads, so I'm creating things all the time. I'm also a very fluid poster, which means I don't have a day or time where I post videos. The best ways to stay connected is through subscription and hitting the little red bell. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Aquarius friends.